friends, I welcome you to this video tutorial on research statistics using SPSS. In this video, we will learn about how you can calculate a regression in SPSS using the SPSS software. Before moving ahead, let me give you a brief understanding about the concept of regression. And to have an idea, let me open my presentation first. See, regression is nothing but, as you see in the slide, it is the prediction of one variable from another variable. Let me give you a simple example. Whether we can predict the weight of the individual from his height, whether the individual's weights can be identified from the predicted from the heights, whether shorter people will have less weight and whether taller people will have more weight. So if we can predict the weight from height, then it is nothing but we are doing the statistical technique regression. Another example, let me give you another example. Suppose I am teaching using various technologies. Whether my use of technology in the teaching learning process will have any impact on the academic performance, academic achievement of the students. So the use of technology predicts the academic achievement. So in both examples, you might have noticed that one variable is predicting the other. We are using one variable to predict the other. So the variable which we are using to predict, like for example the height and use of technologies, they are predicting the weight or academic achievements. So in that case, height and use of technologies are predictor variables, while weight and academic achievement are outcome variables. We can also say that this height and use of technology are independent variables, while the weight and academic achievement, they are dependent variables. So friends, I hope you have had a little understanding about the regression. Now in other video tutorial, in the previous video tutorials, we have had a discussion about the assumptions when we are doing the various statistical calculations. So similar to that, in a regression also we have such assumptions. The data should be interval or ratio, and in SPSS we use a scale for that, and the data should be normal. Then the dependent variable should be normally distributed around the prediction line. We can have a prediction line also, regression line. We are not going to discuss much about that. Now let us see the different types of regression. See, the simple regression type is the simple linear, where one variable predicts the other variable. For example, height predicts weight. If the number of predictor variables, number of independent variables increases, then we use the multiple regression. It's not that only height is the factor which is predicting, which can predict the weight. There are many other variables. Similarly, there are many variables which can predict the academic achievement. So when many variables comes in, we use the multiple regression technique. Similarly, there are other forms of what we call the regression, like based on data we have cross section time series, then based on the form of relationship we have linear and non-linear regression. Now let us see how regression can be calculated using the SPSS. Let me close my presentation, please wait. Yes, let me open the data sheet which is there in SPSS. This is the same file which we have used for calculating rest of the statistics: variable view, data view, gender management, everything. Then you can see all those scores, teaching competency and intelligence at the end. Then we had a set score calculation, and altogether we have 100 respondents in this study. Now let me see what we are going to do. Here we have the score of intelligence and the intelligence and what we call the teaching competency. So let me try to calculate the regression using intelligence and teaching competency. What I am doing is whether I can predict the teaching competency based on the intelligence level of the teachers. So in that case, intelligence will be the predictor variable while teaching competency is the outcome variable. Whether the intelligence can predict teaching competency, when the intelligence increases or when the intelligence have a variation, whether it makes any differences in the teaching competency of the teachers. This is basically what we are going to predict. And to calculate the regression, let me click on analyze, then you can click on regression, then linear equation. Friends, let me repeat again. To calculate regression, you have to click on analyze, then regression. This is the simplest regression, linear regression. You can see rest of the regressions there. Both linear and multiple regression is calculated using this option, the linear. So let me click on that linear. Since I have calculated something, it is already there in the in this window. So this is how it will appear when you click on the linear. So as I said, we are calculating the score of teaching competency, that is the dependent variable, that is the outcome variable. That will be, I will be selecting teaching competency and it will be taken to the independent list. Then the intelligence score I will be using in the independent list, which is the predictor variable. So I am going to see whether intelligence can predict the teaching competency. So this much we have done. Let me also tell you, if you have multiple predictor variables, multiple independent variables, then you can take the same to the same independent column. This is how it is done. So there is one more variable which predicts the TC. So this is how multiple regression is done. So let me remove for the time being from my calculation, because we are moving with the simple linear regression. Now you can see there is something called the method. There are various methods by which regression is calculated. Mostly we use the enter method, which calculates which predicts, which is the most usually method, wherein which we use all the independent variables and see whether it can predict the dependent variable. If you want to have stepwise, or if you want to remove some variables, everything can be done using you can use the appropriate option from this column. So now we are selecting the enter method. Now let us see, you can leave all these columns. Statistics, we don't have to, you have to definitely click on the estimates and model fit. Then let us continue. Plots, if you want to have any histogram, you can click on that, otherwise leave as it is. Save, you don't have to do predicted variables, nothing has to be done. Cancel. Options, you don't have to do anything, leave as it is. So now let me click on OK. Let us see how the result, now the output is there. See friends, this is how the output is now for the prediction. Let me give you now what the result is about. Result says, this is, you can see there are 3 tables. One is the variable, let me show you. This is one column, 1 minute. Yeah, there are 3 like results, 3 columns you can see. The first one is model summary, then ANOVA, then coefficients. This we don't want, actually, the first column. Okay. Now let us see what does the result says. The first column, model summary, gives the correlation between the intelligence and the teaching competency, which says the first column is R, which is nothing but the coefficient of correlation, and it says the correlation value is 0.837, which means there is a high correlation and strong correlation between the intelligence and what we say the teaching competency. Next it is R square, which is nothing but the coefficient of maybe the determination or correlation, which by this value we can say that the value is 0.701, which says that 70.1% of dependent variable, that is the teaching competency, can be predicted from the independent variable, that is intelligence. Let me repeat, 70% of, by R square we mean that 70% of 70.1% of teaching competency can be predicted by the what we call the intelligence. Now you can, no, it's not necessary to see other details, it's of course necessary, but for the time being I am skipping all those. Now the second column is ANOVA, where the correlation or the result that we have seen is significant, can be seen from this ANOVA table. You can see the regression first. Let me show you the value. I don't know why it is not coming. A regression, this is the value, ANOVA table value. You have to see for f value, then the last column significance. So from the significance value you can see that it is, the value is less than 0.01, which means that the results that we have got is highly significant at 0.01 level. So this table also you can use. Now the third table, which is the coefficients table, we also require this table, because when we are calculating the what we say the regression, then you will get, we have the what we call the regression equation, which says y prime is equal to a plus bx. This y prime indicates predicted variable. In our case, teaching competency is the predicted variable or independent variable. So y prime is equal to a plus bx, where a and b are constants. Then x is the independent variable. In our case, that is what we call the intelligence. So that regression equations can be calculated from this table, the coefficients table, for which we use the unstandardized coefficients. Let me show you how it is done. Y prime is equal to a plus, this a will be 108.60 plus bx, b value is 1.618. Let me repeat, y is equal to a plus a plus bx, this is our equation. The y prime is equal to a value will be 108 plus b value will be 1.618, and then we will get y is equal to a plus bx. We will get the value of the y prime, the predicted value. So friends, so this is how we are calculating, we can calculate the regression using SPSS. Let me repeat again, to calculate regression we have to use the analyze button, then regression, and then click on linear, and you can use all those three tables: model summary, ANOVA, and coefficients. Thank you friends, thank you for watching.